Hello and welcome to Phoenix International Raceway for the Baskin Robins 400 or 350, one of the two. Anyways, welcome to race 4 of 20 in the Verizon NASCAR Cup Series today for the first race under a mile-long track. Looking at the starting lineup today, Chris Buescher wins the pole for today's race, and to his outside will be the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. In third will be Clint Bowyer, and fourth will be Ty Dillon as a command to start the engines. Next will be fifth Kyle Busch, sixth will be Almirola, seventh will be Preece, eighth will be Klingerman, ninth Jones, 10th Harvick, 11th Kurt Busch, 12th Johnson, 13th Larson, 14th will be Suarez, 15th is Tift, 16th is Jeffrey Earnhardt, 17th is Byron, 18th is going to be Bowman, 19th will be Chase Elliott, 20th will be Matt DiBenedetto, 21st will be Tanner Berryhill, 22nd Joey Logano, current points leader, 23rd will be his teammate Brad Keselowski, and 24th will be the other teammate, Ryan Blaney, 25th will be Darrell Wallace Jr., rounding out the field in last, 26th will be Denny Hamlin. Pace car makes a hard left as we head into the restart zone, and we are green for the first time this season in Phoenix. Coming off turn 4 to complete lap number 1. Chris Buescher with a commanding lead over Bowyer and Truex. Off turn number 2 now, still battling for second is Bowyer and Truex, with Kyle Busch and Ty Dillon behind them. Mostly double file through the rest of the field. Hold on a moment. Okay. Chris Buescher still leading over Bowyer. Bowyer looks to have cleared for second, and he will. And now the battle is on for third between teammates Kyle Busch and Truex Jr. Through 1 and 2 now. Still no incidents of anyone getting sideways or anything. Pretty calm restart. Or start of the race, that is. Through 1 and 2, Bowyer seems to be catching that 37. Excuse me being silent for a lot. My nose is acting up right now. It's running a bit. Constantly having to blow it. Anyways, Chris Buescher leads, Clint Bowyer second. They are pulling away from the field. Kyle Busch looking to try to clear Martin Truex Jr. for third. It looks like he might be able to do it off 2. Yes, he will. Truex trying to fight back on the outside, but I think Kyle's probably going to have him into 3. And he will have the 19 into 3. Up into the third position goes Kyle Busch. Field was looking a little dicey down there, and they were 3 wide going into turn number 1. Tanner Berryhill on the inside of that 3 wide action down there in the midfield. Bowyer still trying to pass Buescher for the lead. No moves yet by the 14. Priest trying to clear for 4th, but that isn't going to happen. And never mind, he cuts down in front of the 20, bit of a chop block. And Bowyer's gone to the inside of Buescher, trying to make a move for the race lead. But it's not enough, and he has to fall back into line. A lot of single file going on in the field right now. Most of the side-by-side action is towards the mid-pack. As you can see, almost 4 wide coming off turn 4. Didn't quite happen, though. Bowyer is right on the bumper of Buescher. Can he make the move? Off turn number 4. Bowyer has a pretty good run down the front stretch. He looks to the inside entering 1. Down low goes Bowyer to try and take the race lead away from a dominant Chris Buescher. Here comes Kyle Busch and Priest to follow. Priest doesn't look like he's going to go with his teammate. And now it looks like he might. He goes to the outside of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch to make it 3 wide, or almost did. He got close, but not quite. Clint Bowyer to lead his first lap of the day. Buescher and Priest working together on the outside. Down into turn 3. Buescher fighting back now that he has help. 3 wide for 5th, or 4th that was. But they didn't quite go 3 wide as Kurt Busch thought better of it. Down the front stretch. Can Bowyer clear the 37 for the lead? It looks like he might be able to do it unless Priest can push that 37 down the backstretch, which he does. Buescher trying to fight back, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. Bowyer is clear of the 37 briefly. Can he stay clear? It looks like he might be able to. He will move up in front of the 37. Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside now. Down the back straightaway, Kyle Busch looks inside. He's not able to get there, though. Bowyer managed to hold him off on the outside, had a good enough run down the backstretch to fight off that 18, and now he will be clear for the lead and pull away from the rest of the field. 3 wide further back there. That was close between Priest, Dillon, and Busch. Bowyer continuing to lead. Ooh, that was really scary in the back of the field there. 3 wide for those rear of the field positions. Whoa, Kyle Busch sideways. Around goes Eric Jones. And Jones back up into the field. Chase Elliott involved. Eric Almirola. Suarez gets a piece of it. Buescher around. Truex. Big crash going into turn number 3 while I was doing something. Around they went. First caution is going to come out. Leader at the caution flag will be Clint Bowyer. What on earth happened there? All I know is that Kyle Busch looked like he got turned down the back straightaway into Eric Jones, and then Eric Jones spun back up into the field. Will we see pit stops under this first caution? We're about to find out. Clint Bowyer will be a taker of pitting. It looks like Kyle Busch is going to stay out on track. Multiple cars staying out on track, Kyle Busch being one of them. Kyle Larson will stay out, as well as Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, who is one of the cars involved in that wreck, and Matt DiBenedetto, Jimmy Johnson, and Denny Hamlin are all the cars that stay out. Bad news for Chris Buescher, who is the dominant car, pole sitter of this race. Clint Bowyer wins the race off pit road. Ty Dillon second, Kurt Busch third, Matt Tifft fourth, and fifth will be William Byron coming off pit road. And already a couple cars out. Elliott is out, as is the 43 of Wallace and Truex. So let's have a look at what happened to cause that wreck. So as they headed down the backstretch, Chris Buescher looks inside, just clips Kyle Busch, and around goes the 20. And it looks like Buescher also slid back up into traffic, clipped Kyle Busch. Meanwhile, Jones slides up into Elliott, Almirola, Barry Hill. Hamlin gets a piece, so does Suarez. Bad news for them. And then there was another wreck up ahead involving Truex and Wallace, as well as Buescher, who spun back up into the field as well. That was a separate wreck, technically. So Buescher just cannot slow down, clips Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch with a good job to keep that car straight. Into the wall, down into Jeffrey Earnhardt. Byron gets a piece as well, as does Kligerman, and then Truex nowhere to go, as is Bowman and Wallace. Big hits for all of those guys. Getting ready to restart this time. Multiple retirements from the race will be Eric Almirola, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Chase Elliott, Darrell Wallace Jr., and Martin Truex Jr. will all be out of the race. Alex Bowman is currently a lap down, and Jones is a lap down while on pit road. They are repairing that car, and now Jones is out of the race. A lot of cars out, 26th through 21st, all out of this race. Kyle Busch will be your leader after staying out under that caution flag. Everyone back to Hamlin are the cars that stayed out. Hamlin, Suarez, DiBenedetto, all cars that were involved in that wreck that stayed out. Anyways, green flag. Racing again at Phoenix. Suarez with not a very good start. Maybe that damage is already getting to him, and he's going to go low, trying to go behind that slow car of Bowman. That's not going to work. They're just sitting behind him and freight trading. They're riding his bumper. Sideways goes Suarez and DiBenedetto. They save it. Contact made. They get all straightened out. That was scary. Bowman continuing to hold up the field. He will go outside. Hamlin stuck behind the 88 now, going into turn 1. Hamlin looks low, riding the bumper of the 88. This could be bad. Around goes Bowman. Can he save it? He will not, but he will collect others. In the wall goes Ty Dillon. Ryan Blaney involved as well. Tanner Berryhill. Denny Hamlin goes around. Second caution of the day. And Larson also ended up hitting the inside wall. Let me just get a look at that real quick. He could have led under that caution, but Logano just dumps him into the inside wall, and I think Logano held the lead after that. Yes, he did. Logano dumps Larson for the first spot. Never mind. I guess Kyle Busch had the lead. And it looks like he is going to go down pit road, possibly. Kyle Busch looks like he's going to go down pit road and pit under this caution flag. Joey Logano to stay out. Kyle Larson will go down pit road as well with his damaged 42 car. Kyle Busch down pit road. Joey Logano has yet to pit this race. Logano currently, him and Hamlin and a couple others are the only cars yet to pit this race. So let's look at what caused that caution. So it appears that there were two separate wrecks again going into turn 3. Bowman, the lap car, just in the way of those guys. He spins around the racetrack trying to save it and goes up into him. And then Hamlin gets tagged. Around goes Hamlin as well. Into the wall. Bowman, Blaney, Ty Dillon, Tanner Berryhill all in the wall. And I think, yeah, that's all that was. There might have been a separate little contact incident. Let me see here. No, they were just avoiding that wreck. And obviously Larson got spun into the inside wall as well. Let's have a look at that one. As they came off turn number 4, Logano could have pushed Larson trying to lead under caution, and Logano just dumps him coming off the corner, and into the wall goes the 42. Logano got second out of that. Even though it appears that Logano was leading, the game even said that he was leading, but I guess he isn't. And we will be back with the restart momentarily. Getting ready to go green here again at Phoenix. No cars are out of this race after that. All of the cars involved are still in. And all of them are also on the lead lap still. But they are going to be definitely off the pace. Joey Logano leads. Clint Bowyer, who was one of the ones that pit earliest, has fresh tires. Not as fresh as some of the guys that pit more recently, like Kyle Busch, but they still have fresh tires. And we're about to find out who's going to win this race. It'll be 15 to go at the line. Pace car takes a hard left off turn number 4. Into the restart zone. Green flag again at Phoenix. Good restart for Logano. Bowyer struggles to get going. But now he's up to pace. Tift goes behind Bowman. I do not like the looks of this. Once again, they're sitting there freight training, riding his bumper. Tift sideways. Bit of contact there. They save it. Bowman goes high. Bowyer and Logano pulling away from the field. Kurt Busch into third. Tift fourth. Bowman continuing to sit in front of Ryan Preece. Where will Preece go? He continues to ride the bumper of the 88. Down the backstretch, he will go to the inside now. Bowman way off the pace. And a crash, I believe. Yes, caution is out. It looks like Suarez is around. Off turn number 4, Joey Logano continuing to lead. Third caution of the day. That will be your third caution here at Phoenix. No lead change that time. Bowyer in second, Kurt Busch third, Tift fourth, and then Byron in fifth. Will we see anybody pitting this caution? We will see. No, it looks like Logano might be staying out again. Logano still yet to make a pit stop this race. I'm not sure, can he make it to the end on fuel? We will see, and now we are going to look at what happened to bring out that caution flag. So as they come off turn number 4, Suarez trying to get to the inside of Larson, getting shoved by DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto moves him up the track into Larson, and around they go. Larson takes another big hit to the inside wall. Suarez smacks the wall with his rear end as well. And then they spin up ahead again. Let me see what happened there. Larson just rebounds off the wall and keeps going up, trying to get revenge on DiBenedetto, and that just doesn't work, and he ends up spinning out into Blaney again. Blaney has been involved in a lot of garbage in today's race, and that just is the end of that. Nothing you could really do there. Joey Logano stays out under that caution. That car has got to be running low on fuel. There is no way that Logano can make it to the end on just one tank of gas. But we'll see, and we will accelerate to the green flag right now. Preparing for green flag once again. Top 5, Joey Logano. Clint Bowyer. In third will be Kurt Busch. Fourth is Matt Tifft, and fifth is William Byron. A lot of cars are damaged in this race. This has been quite the scary race. Nobody out in that wreck either. A lot of cars that are damaged are still in this race. Green flag back in the air. Bowyer with a poor start to the race. Here comes Tifft. Kurt Busch trying to make it 3 wide for second, and Logano is pulling away. Down the back straightaway. Tifft with a move to the inside of Kurt Busch, trying to go for the move on Bowyer. Bowyer will clear for second place and chase down Logano. Down the front straightaway they go, with 8 laps left in Phoenix. Through 1 and 2. Bowyer has caught that 22. Logano has to be low on fuel, and those tires have been on that car all race. There is no pace left in that 22, and you can see it now, as Bowyer has already caught the 22 and is going to his inside. Where will Tifft go? Will he go with Bowyer or Logano? Looks like he's trying to help both of them. And now he goes with Bowyer. Logano way off the pace. Caution again. The race is not over. And apparently Logano is the leader. He was ahead at the start-finish line. And Bowman. Trouble for the 88 of Bowman. Caution again. With what was, I'm not sure how many that was how many laps were left. 7 laps left at the caution flag. What just happened to Bowman? So the pain continues for Kyle Larson as he gets involved in another wreck, as Jimmy Johnson, previous season champion, just dumps him down the backstretch. Huge hit for the 42. Spins back up into the field. Bowman nowhere to go, gets smashed into him. Suarez involved as well. Buescher with a narrow avoidance there. And just nowhere to go for Suarez or Bowman. Bringing out the 5th caution of the day, I believe. As Larson will be out of the race, as is Bowman. Suarez will stay in, though. Logano still has not pit. Can he make it to the end on fuel? We're about to find out. Those tires are really worn on that 22 car. So your top 5, preparing for the next green flag. Joey Logano will lead the field still with Bowyer, in second. Third will be Matt Tifft. Fourth is Byron, and fifth will be Kurt Busch. And we are going to now go to green. Preparing for the restart. Logano already trying to go for his 2nd win of the season on fuel strategy. We will restart with 3 to go, and if there's another caution, this race will be over under that yellow pace car into pit road. Into the restart zone. Green flag. Bowyer got a better restart than he has on the previous restarts that time. He goes to block Tifft into turn number 1. Ooh, 3 wide for 4th there. Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick forcing the issue. Tifft trying to look low on Bowyer. Bowyer will hold off the 36. Into 3. We are still green right now. Bowyer is there on the 22. He gets into him. Logano sideways. Down the back straightaway. He stays in the lead. 2 to go. Denny Hamlin pulls into pit road. No caution. Tiff trying to fight Logano around the outside. Will Bowyer try to make a move of his own? Contact! Sideways is Klingerman. What a save by him and Keselowski, who just got together off turn number 2. Down the back front stretch. Bowyer turns Logano again. 3 wide for the lead. Down into turn number 1. Tiff to take the lead now. In a wild turn of events. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Hamlin will come off of pit road okay. Rejoining the track. It is going to be over. Bowyer tries a desperate move on Logano. Isn't going to work. Matt Tiff to come off of turn number 4 to grab his first win in the Verizon NASCAR Cup Series. It's me, Ryan. Matt Tiff. First career win in the Verizon NASCAR Cup Series in a wild race. What a finish to this race that was quite chaotic. And let's have a look at what happened between Klingerman and Keselowski. I want to see that one with my own eyes. That was scary. So coming off turn 2 and down towards 3, Priest turns to the 96, contact, Keselowski pops up in the air, Klingerman with an amazing save to keep that car straight, and also off the wall. Anyways, congratulations to It's Me, Ryan, and Matt Tiff, who get their first career win of the season and of their entire career. Congratulations, and that will be it for Phoenix. And a look at the point standings after this race, going into Dover for the FedEx 400 after the Baskin Robins 400. So, Joey Logano, points leader again, continuing to pull away in the standings. And he currently has a 50-point gap on Harvick. That Logano, that 22 machine, he looks really strong this season with one heck of a start. Has finished top 10 in every single race so far this season, and top 5 in 3 out of 4 of them. Kevin Harvick in second, and third is going to be Clint Bowyer. So Stewart-Haas carrying over their strong season in Season 7, and now in Season 8, continuing to be a powerhouse. And looking at the bottom 3, Larson, after his really bad day, just got tossed around like a toy ball in that one pretty much, will be last in points. In 25th will be the 33 of Jeffrey Earnhardt, and in 24th will be Denny Hamlin after another poor finish. None of those guys have finished inside the top 10 so far this season, which really sucks for them. That'll do it for coverage of Phoenix, and we will see you next race for race 5 at Dover. Have a good one, and see you then.